The biggest compliments of the entire year are coming right at you, so make sure to watching this video to find out more about those top fragrances that have brought me the most compliments during 2023. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and once you're done with that, we can get started. So hello and welcome everyone to today's roundup of the most complimented fragrances in my collection during 2023. Don't forget to drop a comment down below and tell me which perfume brought you most compliments in 2023, and more help information about perfumes I mentioned today, as always, you will find down below in the description box, so make sure to check it out. And without any further ado, let's get started with a perfume that literally makes you smell like a walking snack in the best way possible. And I'm talking about this gorgeous perfume, Tonka Sesame by the brand EPC, which has such a fabulous collection. And this is their very gourmand scent that opens with this scent of roasted sesame mixed with vanilla, tonka bean. There is something nutty in there coming from almond and hazelnut. It is all very powdery because of the heliotrope, and very deep and seductive in the base because of the woods and patchouli. So this is that very beautiful, intense textural gourmand scent that really reminds me of Ferrero Rocher sweets. So it's chocolatey and I love the texture, so it's not your plain simple gourmand. It has some depth to it, and anytime I wear it I like to have fun and maybe mix it with some other fragrances. But even on its own, people really enjoy it and ask me what it is. Is it something chocolatey? Sometimes they can't really realize it's someone else's perfume because it's still pretty unique and it smells quite realistic, so they're just wondering if there is someone eating sweets or something. So in case you love such very obvious and beautiful gourmands that are done really beautifully in this mature way, it's not your simple sweet fragrance, then make sure to check it out. EPC has such a great line of fragrances. There is something for everyone, and I even have a discount for their range, so make sure to check it out. And without any further ado, let's talk about something very playful, something really pretty, called Oriana by Perfumes de Marly. And I really got a great deal on it, so I purchased this scent that reminds me so much of one of my most complimented fragrances ever, which is Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian. And this is kind of like creamier version of that fragrance with addition of berries such as blackcurrant and raspberry. They're very creamy, they are a little bit sugary, so it's another gourmandish fragrance that is really playful and at the same time fresh. So I love to wear it during the summertime. It was my go-to, and I need to tell you the story that I have a dupe for it by One Perfumes, and I keep it in my desk at work, and I love to spray it in the air or on me. And anytime someone passes by my office, they always ask me about my perfume because it's inviting, it's kind of vanillic but not really, so it's still a little bit more mysterious and very easygoing. It's not a pretentious fragrance, so you can have lots of fun with it. Whether Oriana or this dupe by One Perfumes, I actually have a discount for you, so you can save a little bit on that and really enjoy such easygoing and very youthful smelling fragrance. Another one that people loved a lot at work and just, you know, around the normal life. It's not the perfume I wear to special occasions, it's the one I love to just spray myself with if I'm at the door, I don't know what to wear. Rare Tiffany by Afnan works every time. First of all, this is a stunning bottle. Second of all, anytime I wear it, and yes, I spray it heavily because it's not the boldest fragrance. It's just like this classy, almost musky, sandalwoody, and at the same time floral scent in the style of perfumes like from beginning of 2000s, when they were characterful, when they had like a beautiful fragrance but at the same time not over the top. So I feel like nowadays it's like me or whoa, and this is right in between. This is that perfume you can easily throw on and, you know, be ready for the day. And I just love how people react to it. Someone asked me, I believe in the shop, like literally a random person, which perfume it is because it reminded her of her youth, you know, and it's not old-fashioned at all. I was so happy to discover it just because it has has it all, but like blended to the perfection. And it's amazing how people feel nostalgic about fragrances like this. So I wish there were more brands that created such mass appealing and easygoing fragrances, for example, from a designer world. Speaking of which, My Way Eau de Parfum from Armani is another compliment getter. Now this is a little bit more out there, this is a little bit more bougie type of a scent with very intense tuberose mixed with iris, some muskiness, creamy ambrette. Like, this is a room filler but in a very sensual manner. It's not a beast mode perfume, yet it has very decent performance. So anytime I wore it, it was work, it was actually even like to a party when I didn't want a niche perfume, but I wanted a designer perfume with a niche vibe, if you know what I'm talking about. So this is that type of perfume, and tuberose has been so huge in perfumery lately, and in my personal opinion it is really done well in this My Way range, and this is my favorite version of it. So it was interesting how a little bit more, you know, just glamorous ladies asked me about this fragrance, and it was funny because they really didn't want to, but then they really enjoyed the way it smelled. And sometimes it's not really that easy for people to come up to a stranger and start a conversation and then like briefly mention the perfume and what is it. So yeah, it was pretty funny, and I would really recommend you My Way line just in case you are into more designer fragrances and you like beautiful presentation. This is my favorite version. It's a little bit more extra, but probably that's where I like it. Speaking of extra, by the way, Cherry Punk by Room 1015. You're probably already bored of me talking about it, but here we go one more time, just because I love it, I wear it, and I collect compliments for this very unusual cherry scent that is almost lipsticky with a dark edge. It's even animalic in a way, like it's not an aggressive scent. Lather in here is still subtle, and I like the addition of almost like jammy cherry juice that is sharpened by saffron, so it's spicy, it's powdery, it's animalic, and at the same time, because of all those things, it's not a typical cherry fragrance which people enjoy, but I feel like they are already bored of Lost Cherry and Co. So this is like a great way to wear a cherry fragrance that's different, at the same time mass appealing, and it's great for an evening because, well, it has something dark to it, and yeah, that's really cool. So in case you're looking for a beautiful mass appealing perfume for a night out, this is the one I would really recommend you. It's awesome. However, something that's completely on the other spectrum is Valaya by Perfumes de Marly. Second Perfumes de Marly fragrance on today's list, so they are winners for sure in terms of compliments, and I was shocked by this perfume. Now, I've worn a lot of it. It's my decant from Pafori. By the way, you can get like a perfume subscription from them and discover lots of beautiful niche brands. I have a discount for your first subscription, so you can check it out, and definitely make sure to sample Valaya, because this is your ultimate clean, very nice, everyday type, friendly type of a perfume that has brought me so many compliments for this, I don't know, last couple of months, especially during the summertime. It was amazing because it's crisp, like the aldehydes in here, they make the fruits and the citruses really pop in there. The beautiful, very abstract floralcy is just so addictive, and the dry down, it's kind of musky, it's blurred, so everything in this perfume is very muted, so you can't really pinpoint the notes, but you can tell that it's in this nice clean vibe. And man always want to know what it is. They want it for their, you know, ladies. So this is a gorgeous scent for a woman, especially when it's hot, because I feel like it performs so well, especially for such a clean fragrance. It's very unexpected. So yeah, I sprayed it like a little bit more than I would usually do, but it would last all day long, which is impressive to me personally. So since we are on this clean, crisp citrus subject, Electimos Imperium. Now, I've been wanting to get it for a long time, and I'm so happy that it's finally in my collection, because for me it's kind of like in between Ani and Hasiband, or even like Aventus. So if you love such very zesty and energizing citrusy fragrances, but you want some florals to it, you want like a bit of a nice twist, this is your jam. Like, men always want to know what it is because it has more of a masculine vibe. It's unexpected to smell it on a woman, so that was like the first thing that they pointed out, and the second thing, they wanted it for themselves. So yeah, I turned some men onto this beautiful perfume, and it's no surprise because Aventus is such a compliment getter, and this is a magnet for compliments as well, because it has some other additional, floral and musky vanillic tones, but at the same time the citrusy part is the most vivid and prominent. So that was very, very well performing fragrance in terms of compliments. Something else that I personally was shocked by, I was just wearing it for myself, and people were crazy about Anda Luisa by JUS. Now, this is a stunning bottle. The color is so pretty. The scent is really unique, guys. I am sure you haven't smelled anything like it before, because it's very juicy and bright in the opening. There is this spectacular note of pomegranate and mandarin orange, and they are a little bit sourish, they are exotic and fruity, and then the fragrance is pretty ambery, it is woody, and there is this note of milk with musk and tonka bean as well as labdanum. So it's extremely polarizing, and I feel like it's not your cocooning, cozy, warm type of a milk scent, if you know what I'm talking about. It has a bit more of this almost metallic edge to it, and it performs so well, being kind of like a room filler in a way. It's not the perfume that will jump at someone or something, but if you hug a person, you will definitely leave this faint scent of your perfume on him or her, and it's incredible. So people actually asked me about it a couple of times, and I can't say it's my most worn perfume, but I really want to mention it because it was so unexpected that anytime I wore it, both men and women really loved it, and they pointed out very different things about this scent. To some, it was just like a cocktail fragrance. They reminded of something fizzy and beautiful. For others, it was really dark, mysterious, oriental. So it's very cool, very, very interesting, and I have anything else in my collection that would be kind of like it. So with that being said, the last but not least, and this is my recent compliment getter, and it works so well in terms of attraction, because Magic Tonka, and this is a dupe by Divan Fragrances for Velvet Tonka by BDK, is such a beautiful, inviting, alluring, sweet, powdery fragrance of this nice vanillic and almondish tobacco. It's almost candied, but not in a super gourmand way. I mean, like, it's sweet. So perfumes that have more of this beautiful, delicious character are most complimenting. Probably you've already noticed that yourself, but this is so good. I even spray it in my house if I'm feeling a bit down and I want something uplifting, something happy, something really, really joyful, or when I have some friends coming over or whatever it is. I love to wear it even now in the winter because it's warming, it's hugging, it's just so good. And